Today we'll be taking a quick look at the Firestone single white gauge for the compressor from Firestone. This is going to be a replacement part for your gauge that came originally with your compressor system. It's going to have all the same features as that original gauge. We'll have that white face so we can clearly see our PSI there inside the cab, make any adjustments as needed. We'll have our post at the back to make our attachments into the dash. Has the included locking nuts that just have that little star washer on the back, so you get a nice sturdy attachment. See that we'll have our little star washer that's already attached onto the nut, and then we'll have our wiring connection there, or our air connection, to make it the back as well, so that that system can read what our pressure is at all times. There's two wiring connections to make, power and ground. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter which wire goes where. Just want one to go to power and one to go to ground. So I'm going to connect these up so you can see what it looks like whenever it's powered on. It does have a little light to make it more visible at night whenever you turn on your lights. So now that face will light up a little bit. It's kind of hard to see on camera here, but I'll turn the lights out in the studio, give you a little bit better idea. So it's pretty subtle as far as that lighting goes. You turn it off and then back on. It just gives you a little bit of illumination there to make it a little easier to see at night. As far as dimensions with this, go over those in a second here. I'm just undoing my alligator clips. The gauge face measures about 2¼ inches in diameter. Overall, it's about 2½ inches long with that wiring connector at the back. You want to give yourself at least 2½ inches to get this in there. Our posts go back about 2 inches from the face of the light. And then our wiring pigtail is about 11 inches long. This is just a single gauge, so it's meant to work with just a single pass airbag system. And that's going to do it for our look at the Firestone single gauge white face compressor gauge.